Here's what it is. Smoking the CasaCuba. Um, CasaCuba. Um, this one I think is in 4.5 by 54. Nobody cares, right? Uh, I already did a review on it. I'm just hanging out with it. Even though the review, oh, I'm only 20 minutes into it. I know exactly. But this cigar doesn't change. If you understand what this cigar is, it's an old school, reminiscent of old school Cuban blends that his father used to make, his grandfather used to make. There's no sweetness on these cigars. They're not that dark, 65% darkness. However, though, they're medium to full. If you don't hold the smoke, though, you might miss out on that. If you only equate darkness with strong cigars, you're going to miss out on this. 65% darkness, but it's medium full. Very heavy finish as well. So these things can be enjoyed, but they're not dark. They're medium full. But they're not sweet at all. So if you want that classical sourdough, black pepper, earth, cedar, dry cedar, not a smoky cedar. Uh, you know, if you want that kind of party, then you're gonna enjoy it. But it's not. If you're a Fuente smoker, but you never had Casa Cuba, you're probably not gonna like this. And why? If you're smoking beautiful Hemingways, Cameron and Maduro, if you're smoking beautiful Don Carlos, even Personal Reserve, even better. If you're smoking Opus X, this doesn't feel like any of that shit. Okay, none of it. So does that mean it's bad? No, it's not my go-to Fuente because I prefer like the Hemingway, and the Hemingway I like better, but it's even cheaper. Um, but it has its place, and I like that it's a piece of history of the Fuente history and Cuban cigar history, because Fuente used to make Cuban cigars. I'm saying, because you used to be able to get Cuban tobacco in the 50s, 60s when they were making cigars down in Tampa. There you go. All right, there you go. So this is the kind of shit they were making. This was the kind of profile they were making. So, in my opinion, though, it leaves a little to be desired because it's one-sided. So, if you need some balance, I don't care. Eat a piece of chocolate with it. Eat some grapes. Have a margarita. Have a pina colada. Something on the sweeter side, then you can balance it out. Because what it does well, it's missing some things. Okay, and that's fine. It's not a balanced cigar where you get dark notes and light notes and sweet notes and super spicy notes. It's complex different spices. See, that's not happening. Um, it is what it is, and nobody cares. And I guess it's just me and one asshole from Brooklyn here, and nobody cares. It's a lot warmer tonight. We had sunshine. The earth is warmer here. Um, no rain, so it is what it is. Yeah, I think the cigar should hit you pretty good if you're holding the smoke. If you're not holding the smoke, is what it is. Hey, like you got to make that money. Make that money, baby. What you got for daddy? Nobody cares exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good luck at work, bro. Lots of luck. Nobody cares. Yeah, life sometimes is a piece of shit. Richie, that's depressing. Exactly. Exactly. Nobody cares. Yeah, yeah. And men, they go to work and nobody cares. But what do you call a woman that actually has a job and does the same thing? I'm an independent woman. All right, you don't need a man. What do you call a guy that has a job? I'm an independent man. Imagine that. I pay my own bills. I pay my car. I pay my bill. I'm an independent man. Baby, you're looking at an independent man. Nobody cares. That's what it is. Sometimes the hardest thing to face is the face of reality. What's up? Nobody cares. Drag, what's up? FDNY, what's up, bro? I'm an independent cigar reviewer. I pay my own cigars. I'm getting the attitude. I pay my own cigars. Wow, you're an independent cigar smoker. I don't need a man to buy me cigars. As I smoke a cigar, that man bought me. But it is what it is. But he enjoys the fucking entertainment, so it is what it is. I hope you guys are wearing pants. And nobody cares. It is what it is. I'm fresh. 2 showers a day. I can't stress it enough. Like, I don't look forward to this place. I hate this place. It's a stupid place. It's a place full of idiots. Um, and I hate myself for being here. But after dinner, I have nothing going on. God, we have so many. Richie's changed. Nobody cares. Stay fresh. Tents for camping. Soft, gentle heat. No cigars in prison. Hello. Hi. Hey, yo, right. I'm telling you, no cigars in prison. But I mean, they had something else. You know what I'm saying? There was something else in prison. It's not what you want. I'm telling you, man. Don't tie your shoes in open areas. Put your back against the wall. Better yet, get that Velcro shit. Velcro that shit. But man, if they hear that Velcro sound opening it up, it don't make no sound when you put on the Velcro, but it makes that sound when you take it off. And to take it off, you gotta reach on your ankle, and then they know you're bending over. You don't want to be bending over making Velcro sounds in jail. That's like Call of the Wild when an animal's in heat in the woods. So you know what I'm saying? Why am I doing like Rocky Balboa does like prison analytics if it was the jungle and like, animals are mating? What the fuck is this place? I hate this place. I'm telling you, that Fuente CasaCuba, you know what I'm saying? I mean, some people say it stinks, but I don't think it stinks. My house doesn't stink. Hey, what's up, Notorious? How's your balls? It's what it is. Nobody cares. At least it's not freezing tonight. This is nice. This is much better than last night. Last night fucked me up. Last night fucked me up. Mm. Hey, flexing with that shit. Oh, you mean you don't like it over there? Come on, you enjoy the camaraderie. The other places, they talk to you like this. They treat you like you're important, right? I'm important. I'm important. No, they don't. They don't care about it. They don't care that you exist. They don't even remember you from lounge to lounge. Oh, yeah, that's a great cigar. Garcia is fantastic. Interesting. Interesting. I mean, they're both going to be great. I think both those cigars will have Just phenomenal time. I mean, might change it up a little bit, right? That one's in Robusto. It's a fucking Toro. That's a fat Toro like Robusto. He said it's 6 by 52. It's Robusto. Dude, they got some funny shit, man. The Toro, yeah, the Toro's a Churchill. So the Toro is a gigantic Churchill, and the Robusto is a big Toro. That's, honestly, fuck it, right? I mean, you can do whatever you want. The rules don't matter with cigars. It's not like Scotch. It's not like alcohol. Alcohol, you got to say how many ounces are in the bottle. You got to say how strong is the alcohol, and you got to say is it vodka? Is it Scotch? Is it blended Scotch? Cigars are like, yeah, it's a Robusto, and you're like, I don't. Isn't that like a Toro? It's Robusto. It's a great cigar. Why are you lying? Why are you lying to me? Why are you always lying? Oh, yeah, I mean, sometimes companies do some funny stuff. Sometimes do some funny stuff. American Pure. Nobody cares. What do you want from me, man? Just a regular guy. What do you want? I gotta make you laugh? Ha ha ha. Man, that's a nice hit. That's a nice hit. You playing slots. Slots. That's a good day. That's a really good day. Bang bang. No, that's pretty cool. Tell me all about it. Yeah, that's a nice hit. They probably bang you for taxes, right? You gotta fill in your paperwork, right? Though you gotta pay taxes up front. I would just take the taxes right out of it. Save the paperwork. Yeah, yeah. Get the money and run. Yeah, yeah. Get the money and run. Is what it is. Yeah, they're gonna get you. There's no getting around that. If you don't pay now, you're gonna pay later. You either put the money aside, or you know what I'm saying. They're gonna get you. Yeah, but that's a nice hit. You know, I'm not sure. Were you playing slots? I don't know. Were you paying penny slots or dollar slots, $5 slots? So hopefully you hit right away. I'm not sure how long you're playing to get that. Yeah, slot. Well, what kind of slots? Were you doing $1 bets, $5 bets, 250 a bet? Okay, all right. Well, how much? How much? How much did you play? 20, 50, $100, whatever it is. It was a profitable day. That's anytime you if you break even with gambling, that's a profitable day. But obviously, you didn't play 20, 200 to get that. So if you played $100 to get that, that was a good day. Did you hit it like on the first one though? That's I would walk away right there like that. Take your money and run. Yeah, 100. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's a good time. That's a good time. That's a good time. Yeah, that's nice. It's nice. It's nice. That's what it is. That's nice. He said, you got to negotiate before you go in. You know. Yeah, there's nothing there you want in your mouth. And you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Richie's here, Richie's there. Oh, look, nobody cares. The sun goes up, the sun goes down. But look around, nobody cares. The dogs bark and the cats meow. And the idiot on the corner wonders how. Nobody cares. Sometimes you wake up, sometimes you lay down. Sometimes you're laughing. You're a fucking clown. Nobody cares. Right? Sometimes Padron, right? Sometimes alone. Sometimes a Fuente, right? Sometimes the pasta's al dente. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Right? Sometimes it's a lady. Sometimes it's your hand. Sometimes it's a man, Gio. Nobody cares. Right? It is what it is. They should teach people this, you know, at 18. All right, look, I got to let you in on a secret. You see that guy over there? That guy doesn't care. And you see that person over there? Yeah. Well, that person doesn't care either. And you see this person right here talking to you? Well, they don't care either. No. That's it. Yeah. Sometimes you wear a Jimmy. Sometimes your things go swimming. Sometimes you shout. Other times you pull out. Nobody cares. Sometimes it's a taxi. Sometimes it's a bus. Sometimes it's a plane. Sometimes it's a train. Nobody cares. Right? Sometimes you clap cheeks. Sometimes you wet your beak. Nobody cares. Right? Right. Sometimes it's dinner. Sometimes it's lunch. Sometimes it's breakfast. In between is fucking brunch. Nobody cares. Sometimes you win. Sometimes you lose. Sometimes you get shot in the fucking face. Nobody cares. Sometimes it's a surprise. Sometimes you got whacked. Sometimes you got jacked. And the Giants didn't cover the spread. Nobody cares. Sometimes it's a GPS. Sometimes it's a map. Sometimes it's herpes. Sometimes it's the clap. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Right? Sometimes it's gel. Sometimes it's hairspray. Sometimes you're straight. Sometimes you're gay. Nobody cares. Sometimes people smoke cigars. Sometimes people smoke marijuana. I'm in a room with a woman. Geo is with five guys in a sauna. Nobody cares. That's what it is. I don't know. That's all I got. And that's that. And that's that. Everyone here can go fuck themselves, collectively and individually. Right? Consecutively. Richie, Richie, that's not nice. I don't care. I can't stress it enough. This place means nothing to me. I don't like it. I don't want it. I don't know why I'm here. There's no reason. There, there's no reason for this. One day when I'm gone, somebody might stumble upon this channel and say, why did they do this? What was the reason? This man was seeking nothing. I want nothing. I want nothing that this world has to offer. It's a pile of shit. I don't want it. I don't want it. We could just talk about it for now. We got First Amendment. I'm strapped. It's a community. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Yeah, that's what it is. It's a very consistent cigar. This cigar is kind of like it's in its last third, in the first third. That's not normal for Fuente. Normally, Fuentes build up. This cigar, so it stays where it's at from the beginning. Do I like that? I might not like that. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. That's what it is. How you doing?
What's up, brother? What size is that Casa Fuente you're smoking?
The
Small
smallest
one.
one, 4.5 by 54, which is a reflection. 4.5 is 4.5. And what's 4.5 reverse? 54. That's why they did that. 4.5 by 54. You see the it's a mirror. 4.5 and 5.4.
Yeah,
Um,
I think that one might be called the double A, or what is it? Double A Quattro, or no?
something
What
like
do they have? Like double A Dose.
that. It's
Maybe
the
they have
Quattro. The dose is
the
longer.
Quattro. Yeah, yeah.
I'll tell you what. I
I
enjoyed
don't
it.
know that I've tried
I haven't tried it either. This would be the
size
fat
of the one.
one. Normally, I get the one like in 50. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm enjoying it. It's 65% darkness, so it's not super dark. However, though, the power on it's a three-quarter strength, but there's no sweetness though. So a lot of times people get, if it's not dark, it's not there's no power, and that's not the case. It's darker than like a Cameroon or darker than like a Connecticut shade, but it's not like it's just less than a sun grown a feeling. I'm not saying you get what I'm saying. In theory, all cigars are grown in the sun. Even if there's cheesecloth, the cheesecloth is not 100% sunproof. So all tobaccos grow in the sun, right? Some just have some sunscreen, shade grown, and all tobaccos grown under the moon. Nobody has capitalized on that. You could legally say, "Oh, this is like you can have a V, you have VSG, you can have a VMG, Virgin Moon Grown, and that would be legal. That would be legal. Do they hide the tobacco when the moon comes out?
Yeah, I don't know.
No, no, fuck that. It's growing under the moon too.
Well, yeah, yeah. I mean,
No,
sure.
fuck that. It's moon grown. Fuck that. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you could call it moon grown too.
No, no, you guess or 100%. 100%. Every tobacco's moon grown,
Yeah.
and you can't say it's not part of it. It's part of it.
Oh, right. For sure. For sure.
It's what it is. Maybe you time it so that way you grow it under a blood moon. It could be virgin blood moon grown. That sounds kind of really dark.
Yeah, I don't know if any. I don't know. That probably wouldn't sell.
Yeah. Well, it probably would, but you probably so it's a sack would be buying. It is what it is, man. I feel like I haven't seen you forever. But you were on 2 nights ago, right?
It was on last night. What are you talking about?
You were on last night?
Yeah,
I guess I didn't care.
yeah. I guess not. I'll go fuck myself.
What's
Fuck you. I'm leaving.
he said? I guess I'll just go fuck myself. Yeah, honestly, bro. I mean, I don't know if this channel's ever gonna. I think we've reached the pinnacle of this is it. Not caring.
Yeah, yeah. You had me on. You had Sako on for maybe like 30 seconds, but then I think Gio closed the show.
Because Gio was like, "Excuse me, sir, I was in line first." Gio wants to see
Well,
the answer.
yeah, you heard Gio's feelings. Gio has feelings.
He sent me some nice stuff today. You were on the phone when I was opening them, and I didn't get a chance to make the video. I'll have to make it tomorrow. After work, I had a lot of stuff going on with the missus. We're probably going to be moving again because our contract's up in July, but we got the paperwork right, and they want to raise our rent again. And it's a nominal, but it's still. Here's the catch: they're offering the same apartment for new people, $250 less than what we're paying, and they want to raise my rent $50. So how's that? You think I'm going to pay $300 over what your new people are paying, and that's the reward you're
Uh,
going?
I
That's
mean, look at it this way, though. I mean, you said it's a nice place where you're at. I mean, it sounds nice from what you said, but
yeah, but
are the
dude,
other places
I'm
as
not
nice? I mean, sometimes you got to pay for the little things.
not to pay. But what do you mean? That's not. It's not the price though. Only in apartments does this shit happen. Like the price is the price, but the price isn't the price. Like if you went to a house, you couldn't say, "Well, for you the price is this, but for this guy the price is that." That would be illegal. The price is the price. And now if somebody wants to pay more, that's on them. But you know what I'm saying though. So um, the market price is let's just say 1650. So why are we paying 1900? And now you want 1950 plus utilities. So you're fucking us. You know what I'm saying though. So
Yeah.
so go
Are
fuck
they raising everybody? Everybody's rent is going up?
every if you after a year, everyone's rents might go up $50 a year. The point is though, we moved in July, and since September, the markets drop and people are losing jobs, and so they lowered the price. But if you're already here, they're not going to just. I talked to them. I said, just give us the price that you're charging everyone else, the new people. Oh no, you're already at this price, so we can't go down. Oh, you can't go down. Okay, all right. You don't want to negotiate. You know what I'm saying? No, literally, what I asked, just to pay what everyone else is going to pay. So go fuck yourself. So we found a place not even a mile from here. Nice place. In some ways, it's better. In some ways, it's not. But it's still a nice community. It's a gated community. They have security. Um, there is some things I like better about this place, but at the same time, that apartment is bigger and has all the same amenities. Just certain things are a little different. You know what I'm saying? Though, like the gym and the pool is not connected to where you live, so that's a little bit of a downer. But at the same time, the rent is $400 cheaper than what we're paying now. So that's a big difference. You know what I'm saying though. So
Yeah, that's a pretty big
yeah,
difference.
and it's bigger. So and the layout I like better. The layout here is just like a big open area. But we don't like that. Over there, it feels more like, oh, this is the kitchen. Then over there is living room. You turn the corner and you have a dining room and then the bedroom and whatever. So it is what it is. Yeah.
I got you. Dio, yes, what I was smoking. This is actually a first for me. I'm smoking the Diamond Crown Maximus. Never smoked
You
this.
got it. I was talking about, man. How do you like it?
This is a Toro size, but it was only a 50 ring gauge, which was nice. I think it was 6 by 50.
That's good. Yeah, because
Um,
I had a Robusto.
I'm enjoying it. It's a very smooth. I mean, I don't. I guess it's not Maduro. I think it's an Ecuador wrapper, if I'm not
I
mistaken.
think it's Ecuador sun grown for some reason.
I mean, I'm just kind of putting it in the light here. I mean, it's very dark. I thought it was a Maduro when I bought it,
I
actually.
think it's a higher priming though because it's pretty thick wrapper, right?
Yeah,
You look at the wrapper.
but yeah, yeah. It seems to be pretty thick.
I like the Maximus, and you just got into it. I like this. It builds up. And have you been holding the smoke on it or not? Oh, you just started. Shit. Oh no, you didn't just start.
I'm getting into the second third here. I mean, it was like six. It was 6 by 50.
How was the moisture though? Was it too wet?
I've had it in my humidor for probably about a week. At 65.
Okay. All right.
I did not let it sit out. I keep telling myself I'm going to
You
try
gotta
what you
start
say
doing
to see.
Let that shit sit out for.
But it, I mean, it's kind of really the same thing as a lot of guys dry box. So the same type of thing, right? They pick out what they're going to smoke. They leave, they get it out, put it in the box for whatever, a couple days, whatever.
I'm telling you, man, this cigars smoke better. You get a lot more smoke output. Um, I think you're gonna like it by the end. I think it's so new to you. It's your first time having it, so it's almost like you don't want to judge. You gotta just give it time and just see how you feel. And sometimes you don't know how you feel about a cigar, or you feel better afterwards. Like the next day, you're like, you know what, yeah, that was, what I'm saying. It's almost like you get like the final conclusion where you think, of everything, because the cigar is before,
Yeah.
during, and after. You know what I'm saying? No, like there is the effect of a cigar after it's over. Like, do you want it again?
But I don't know if I paid too much for this. See, the shop near me that's got these. He had these for like $18, and I felt that was a little
That's
high.
high.
I mean, I don't know.
That's high. I get those for $12.
Holy shit! Okay,
So,
are you sure they
so
haven't
when I,
gone
so
up?
when I recommended, I'm at $12. It's a great cigar. It's not an $18 cigar in my mind. And I'm not knocking the cigar. I think it's a really good $12, $13 cigar. At that price, you're like, man, that's really good. But let's put
Yeah.
price aside. I mean, it is a great cigar. It's a Fuente, um, and I think it's a cool blend.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm enjoying it. It's very it's not very peppery. I thought it was very sweet and smooth for the first half. It's building a little now, you know.
But you're not getting any of the
Um,
floral. I got a lot of floral notes on mine.
I haven't really gotten any floral.
Interesting.
No.
Well, I was smoking the Robusto, and I'm pretty sure I let mine sit out. But who knows?
Yeah. I mean, I can kind of see what you mean, maybe a little bit, but yeah. I mean,
Well,
it's
you guys.
definitely
So how
complex.
much? That's you know.
Yeah, it's a great cigar. I'm thoroughly enjoying it.
Where would you
You
put
know.
it? Not just in where it stands, but like it's obviously stronger than like a Hemingway. It's stronger than a Don Carlos.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I think it's darker than those cigars and the classic ones. And
Yeah. I don't think it's darker. I don't think it's. I think I would put VSG over it though.
no, the VSG is stronger, I think, and darker, right?
Yeah. For strength, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. The VSG, I
But I
guess.
mean, it's there. I mean, you know what I mean? It's not far.
Like I was talking yesterday about with Gio, like about comparing non-Fuente Fuentes. So basically, it would be Ashton versus Diamond Crown. You know what I'm saying? Though, because those are Fuentes in name, not in name only, but they're also, you know what I'm saying? So they're not Fuente. So basically, I wonder if it's like this. What if those are cigars that Fuente wanted to make, but just not put it in under their name because they didn't want to compete against their own brands? So you think of it that way, though. It's like did Fuente approach Ashton or Ashton approach Fuente? You know what I'm saying? No, you really think about it because why would
Yeah.
Ashton just approach Fuente? He's like, yeah, whatever you want, I got you. You know what I'm saying? What if the whole Ashton plan secretly is just a backdoor way of Fuente expanding their lines, but without looking like General Cigars as a greedy conglomerate of 10 brands? You know what I'm saying, though? Because basically, Fuente is a corporation. If Fuente's making Ashton and JC Newman, a lot of them, Fuente now is kind of like a conglomerate. It's Fuente, JC Newman. It's like, you know what I'm saying, though? So, but at the same time, like, oh, well, no, he just makes them for them. Yeah, but at the same time, like,
Yeah.
yeah, but so it's still Fuente cigars though. So it,
And the ESG that wrapper comes from Chateau de la Fuente.
and
I don't think it's the same wrapper they use in the Opus, but they do grow it there for the ESG.
and that's what I'm saying though. So like there has to be like because Fuente just didn't need to make cigars for Ashton. They're making plenty of money and they got tons of cigars. But I think from their standpoint, there's only so many boxes of cigars per brand that a shop's going to carry because they want variety, right? Well, in that way, sometimes I think maybe it's smart why they make stuff for other people because in a way you're being your own competition if that makes any sense. Maybe you like Ashton, you don't like Fuente. Well, Fuente's still making money. Maybe you like Fuente, you don't like Ashton. Well, you know what I'm saying? No, so
Yeah.
I, I think it's a smart way to expand. I guess under the table. I guess you know. because they're not advertised as Fuente, but you look at them and you can tell because like on Ashton, the boxes are Fuente boxes, right? You know,
You said on the Ashton box is what?
they look like Fuente boxes.
Um, yeah, I
Look at
mean I've got an ESG box. I mean, yeah, I mean it's nice looking. It's wood, but it's got the big ESG logo like land, on the
yeah,
box.
but the color, it looks like a Hemingway box or Don Carlos box. You know what I'm saying? Though it has that color, that wood.
Uh, yeah, yeah, yes, yes.
It has that schlacked, dark brown, very waxy looking wood.
Mm-hmm.
So it is what it is. You know,
Yep.
I
Yeah,
think choose. I think I would take Ashton over the choices of JC Newman. But at the same time, I'm happy that with the Fuente JC Newmans. I like the Diamond Crown. I haven't tried the regular Diamond Crown. Um,
I haven't either. I have one. I've not tried them.
I've only heard good things about those. Um, and maybe those might feel more Fuente like. They have like the Connecticut one. And I think I'm not sure if the Maduro,
Yeah.
Um, but yeah. But I definitely smoked more Ashton than JC Newman on the Fuente side.
Yeah, me as well. I have not, to be honest, I've not dabbled in the JC Newman side a lot, so I'm kind of dabbling a little bit, and I kind of agree with you. Like so far, I mean, I'm not saying they're trash or anything. They're good, but and I'm enjoying them. But if I had the choice and money's not an option, I'm smoking the Ashtons. Smoking the ESG or the VSG.
Right, right,
Yeah,
right. So I look at them as like I'm just happy they exist though because it's giving a chance to see different sides of Fuente that he decided not to put in his own lineup. Because if he wanted to, he could have not give that cigar. He could have said, "No, I'm going to save that blend for myself." Right? Like he could have. Right? What would you have called the Ashton VSG as a Fuente? It could have been. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? They could have made another blend, but maybe they were smart for not. They're doing the opposite of Rocky Patel. They didn't want to just have so many different blends out. You know, saying though. I mean, they have
yeah,
a Fuente, but imagine if all the non-Fuentes they make, imagine all the J.C. Newman and uh, Ashtons were Fuente cigars, in name. Holy shit, that'd be a lot more cigars.
I mean, you are right. I mean, it's definitely a way to put you know, your name out there, but not really your name. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
They're obviously making profit off of it and whatnot. So,
Oh yeah.
but they don't have to worry about handling the distribution and
In
shit.
a way, you make more profit in some ways because you don't have to sell it. It's not your fucking problem. You know what I'm
Right?
saying?
They're just getting paid to roll them up, and here you go, shove them back
Yeah,
out the door.
yeah. That you pay for the cigar and they're done. Whereas the other way, what I'm saying, no, they're selling them. Obviously, they sell them to their middlemen and then the stores. But if the stores don't sell, you know what I'm saying though, and that's happened. I've heard where if cigars don't sell, like sometimes the reps will take them back and say, okay, well we'll take them back and we'll give you boxes of this. You know what I'm saying though.
Mhm.
Obviously that's not what they want to do, but I've also seen situations where a cigar shop told the person, I don't want your brand no more, and obviously that's bad for a rep, to lose the whole store because there's only so many stores. You know what I'm saying though, and not just sales, but the stores are a way of like advertising the cigars. Because maybe you find out about it in the store and then you start buying on the internet in a box, So yeah, I feel like you have to still, for the most part, I think existing in lounges or shops is still very important because most people are going to try one before they buy a box, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
So
I mean, definitely. I say you should always try one, if not multiple, before buying a box. I mean, usually, um, you might smoke a cigar and think, it wasn't that great. Nice, wasn't that great the first time. Then you try it again, like, oh, you know what? I kind of had that happen with the my father, the Flor de las Antillas, not the 10th anniversary, but the normal one. I didn't like it the first time I smoked it, but then I smoked it again. Very much
which
enjoyed it. And I
which one's
still
that?
enjoy it. The my father, the Flor de las Antillas, not the 10th anniversary, just the normal one, the sun grown. Oh, you got it. Yeah, there you go. Yep. The first time I smoked that cigar,
Oh,
I didn't care for it, but
we didn't
but
we
now
didn't
I love it.
we didn't
What's
plan
that?
that.
No, I didn't. We didn't plan that. That's funny.
Um, yeah, that cigar. It's not look. That's not a go-to for me with my father. Like it doesn't get a carte blanche, Bazoo. or you know what I'm saying, or the judge, or from
I
S.
love it. I love it, man. Like, here's my thing. Like, a lot, I've smoked most of the My Father line, and I think they're all good. But at the end of the day, like, I'm not buying boxes of them all or anything. But if I was going to buy boxes of My Father, I'd probably buy the Bijou, probably the short Robusto, um, and then I'd probably buy Toro in the Flor de las Antillas
But the
sun grown,
classic or the
and
Maduro?
maybe the Maduro too.
For me, I like the Maduro better.
I like the Maduro as well. Yep.
Maduro tastes a little edgy. It tastes a little like
It's a little dirty.
right.
It's
It
good.
tastes like younger Maduro. You know what I'm saying? No,
Yeah.
because it's not really that expensive of a cigar, the Florida Antilles, right?
Yeah.
You know,
No, no. I think I get them for like $10, $11 for a
yeah,
Toro. For a
you
Toro, I mean
know,
that's
so depending where you're at, you know, I mean,
yeah,
it's not that expensive, you know.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Garcia and Garcia is fantastic.
Now I'm gonna have to look for some of those because now Notorious is buying them. I might have to get like a
Dude,
five
I'm
pack.
telling you, man, that's even. I haven't had that 10th anniversary, but I'm telling you, the Garcia is going to be better.
I'm sure I'll love it. I mean, for sure.
No, that's their name twice, and that's the father and son cigar. Like, how can that not be the best
And
cigar?
they roll those cigars, right?
And that cigar doesn't come as fancy as a box as the 10th. So you're paying.
So,
I'm not saying the 10th's not good or great, but the $40 price or $45, you're paying part of that is for the craftsmanship of the presentation. You know,
are they still making those? They're not, or are they limited? Are those like a limited yearly production, or
which one?
the Garcia Garcia?
I know they come out. They,
Okay, but
yeah,
it's the father and the son rolling them, right? Still,
I
or
can't.
not sure?
I can't say that they're still doing that. I don't
Maybe
know.
initially.
Well, I don't. I don't have the answer. I can't say yay or nay. You know, I don't want to lie. Yeah, I can't say.
I thought I had heard that. That's what I was asking.
No, no, the father and son were making it, but I'm not
That's what I
sure.
was thinking.
You know, you know.
Oh, that's for the box. That's what is that? 260? What for a whole box? I don't know if I'll buy a whole box. I mean, I might just buy like a pack, or is that for the pack?
What is he talking about? Hey,
Notorious. He was saying he found some on the internet.
who cares what Gio says? Yeah, yeah.
Oh, Gio, you're crazy. But see, now you've learned to retrohale a little bit. Gio, I'm going to tell you this: every cigar you think you loved, go back and smoke it again and give it a little retrohale here. Or cigars you didn't love, and see what you think.
No, it's crazy. Finally, in like the nub, sweetness just kicked in, like a really sweet, honey syrupy sweetness. Like that's hysterical. Like they waited for like the nub, and all of a sudden that kicked in. Like what tastes
Yeah,
crazy like that? You know, saying there, he's like, well, I
yeah.
will give you a little sweetness at the end. You know, say what the fuck is that? I wish I had it on this cigar the whole time. But I would say the Casa Cuba's got a lot of character, and it's unique. Even though it's an old school blend, it's unique because that's the only old school blend they really make like that. You know, what I'm saying everything else is different. You know, even the
If I
cheapest.
if I if I send you another Gurkha box one of these days, I'll put a I've got the Casa Cuba in. It's probably probably like a Corona Gorda size, somewhere in there. But it's undisclosed. Like and it looks lighter than the other Casa Cuba. So
Is that the divine inspiration?
yeah,
Yeah, that one's. I don't know what's different about it. They tweet the divine inspiration.
it's
They
different.
right.
Yeah, yeah, it's all undisclosed now. I know a lot of that was done because of the FDA shit or whatever, but yeah, I got that one, and I've got the double A dose, which are like the real long. They're almost like a Lancero, but not quite. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
maybe like a Lonsdale or a skinny Lonsdale. Those are good. I'll have to send you.
yeah, I appreciate that.
I got both. I like both of those sizes in the Casa Cube for sure.
Yeah,
But I don't think I've tried the 52 ring gauge one or 54 that you're smoking.
yeah. I got to say this four is a 4.5 by 54, so it's kind of like a fat Rothschild, if that makes any sense. Um,
Mhm.
it's a Rothschild Gordo, um, but it was enjoyable. And from the first puff, the cigar was in the last third. Like it didn't, you know, like Bill. It was three-quarter
Yeah,
strength.
it's just consistent.
Right. Where normal Fuentes have a really nice magical, like a opera, it builds up,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
but nobody cares.
I mean, they might build up a little toward the end, I think, but they're still pretty consistent throughout.
Yeah. Well, the
Like
profile.
as you're getting close to the nub, they'll probably build up.
Yeah, but the profile doesn't change. It's a old school blend, man. It's
Yeah,
that's I kind of respect that they to their heritage making something of what their older cigars tasted like in the '60s and the '50s. I kind of respect that.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, there you go. What Uncle Larry said, Gio.
What do you say?
He was just saying you even if you retro a few times as you're smoking the cigar is all you really need. You don't have to do it. I like to retrohale, so you'll watch me as I'm smoking. You'll notice I retrohale a lot, but that's just my preference. But I also I do both. I do both.
Me, I'm a holder. I hold the smoke, man.
Mhm.
Holding that smoke, I get so much flavor on my tongue. I slowly let it out. Like I'm still tasting it right now, man. Like I hold the smoke almost on every puff. I try to, and really get to know the cigar. If you're just puffing and not holding it at all, you're missing out on the cigar. I'm telling you, you're missing out.
I mean, I do hold it. I probably don't hold it as long as you do. That's for sure.
You get to know it more. It's almost
I'll work on that. I'll work on that.
hold the smoke for a moment. That cigar is possessing you like a demon, right? Because for a moment, that cigar is, for lack of better words, inside of you, which sounds kind of dirty. But
Yeah. But Richie, I've noticed. I don't know that you realize you do it, but I've noticed you do retrohale sometimes. And Sako said the same thing. I think like maybe you don't realize it, but like sometimes when you sigh or something, you retrohale a little bit, even if you're not trying.
I just probably don't care.
Yeah, yeah. Nobody cares.
That's probably what it is.
But believe it or, I mean, you get a lot of your taste through your sense of smell. It's like think of like when you have a cold, you can't taste anything. You know,
Yeah,
when you're all stuffed up. So
I
that's why I
never.
always say. I mean, retrohaling, if you can do it, it adds a whole new, you know, uh, perspective to the cigar. I think.
Yeah, it's nice. I'll tell you what, this is a better experience this time with the CasaCuba. Um, there's also, I think, last time I had it at one time at a lounge, and it probably was too wet. You know what I'm saying, though?
Mhm.
Like I generally don't have when if I go to a lounge and sit down and smoke. Most lounges, their cigars are just drenched. It just fucks up the cigar,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, I agree. I think all the three lounges I go to, all of them are pretty. Yeah, they're all pretty. You way over humid, not way over humidified, but they're
Well, out
you know
here, Colorado's so dry, so I think they're worried about it. So they put that shit like high. You know what I'm saying? No, like high.
what are you talking like 74, 6? I mean,
Bro, there's places I guarantee is 80. It looks like a rainforest. Like
man, you're running risk of mold then for sure. I
I
mean,
don't think they care. I don't think
oh,
they.
bro, I didn't tell you this. I don't think I told you this. I didn't get a chance to tell you this. Probably like a week ago, went out to dinner with the family. And there's where we went. There's like in the little strip where we went. Like there's a cigar shop, and I'd never been in there. I knew it was there. I think I went in there maybe a long time ago, probably like 20 years ago if I did. It's been a long time. But anyway, I was like, I told the wife, I was like, hey, go park over. I'm gonna go check out their humidor. Well, I walk in and there's a sign that says ask for assistance. Like basically you can't walk in the humidor without us. I'm like, okay. So the guy on the phone, I kind of pointed, he's like, oh yeah, go ahead. I'm like, all right. Excuse me. Worst humidor I've ever seen in my life. Like, bro, there were literally you see those cigars that come in bags. This dude had bags, but the cigars were like decomposing. They were like dust. And they had like dust all over them. But like inside, like the cigars just weren't. I mean, yeah, dude, all the cigars, like nothing that I hardly even recognized. Like some of it I'd heard of, so it was all like very like low, like probably like I don't even know if you'd say mid tier. I don't know. And what he did have, all the wrappers are coming off of them. Like I said, the fucking cigars in the bags are like basically decomposing. And
Yeah,
I'm like, okay,
in bags.
Well, yeah, you know what I mean. You know when you can go to the store sometimes and you get like a 4 or 5 pack of
Uh-huh.
cigars, like the pre-packed bag. You know what I mean. So you had them on the shelf, but the cigars were But yeah, I turned around and walked out. I just couldn't believe it. I'm like, wow.
Now, some place I've had only a few times I walked out, and that pisses me off.
Yeah, I
But
mean, honestly, this was not this guy's main income. You could tell he like they probably threw it in thinking they'd sell them, and I don't think anybody cares. He doesn't have good shit either. So yeah, I think most of his sales are like bongs and shit. From what I saw, you had to walk through like a whole shop full of like glassware and other smoke shit. The humidor was in the back, just a little tiny. That should have been my first sign, I guess.
oh, it is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it
But
is.
yeah, I couldn't believe that. I've never seen a humidor.
It was that bad.
It was that bad. I know the wife was shocked. I came out, I didn't have any cigars. She kind of looked at me, she's like, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "Just go." It was like, I've seen bad things. I don't want to talk about.
You're like, I can't do it.
It. Yeah,
I can't do it.
yeah.
Can't do it. Yeah, it is what it is. Nobody cares. Yeah, I've seen one place and the Ashton VSGs, which Ashton VSGs normally come in cellophane, right? They do.
Yeah, yeah.
His Ashton VSGs, there was small ones. They were not in cellophane. Don't ask me why. And
Huh.
fucking weird, right? And,
Yeah.
and I mean, like, they had mold on them, and a whole bunch of their stuff had mold on them. And I went there and said, "Hey, buddy, come here." And I was like, "Look at this shit." I was like, "Bro, this shit ain't right." And like, you got like a paper towel. He's like wiping them off. He's like, "No, no, they're fine. They're fine." I'm like, you know,
Yeah, I was gonna say they'll probably just wipe it off.
yeah, but
And honestly, like from what I've read, like if there is like a little bit and you can wipe it off in the wrapper, I mean, this is what the general consensus says, I guess. If it's on the wrapper, you can wipe it off, but if it's on the foot, don't smoke it because you don't know how far into the cigar the mold is. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
but yeah. Well, they've tested. I don't. Well, here's a question for you before I talk about it. Do you the whole plume idea? Do you know what plume is?
Yeah.
And if so, do you believe it exists?
Whether it's just or not, it's always scary because um, if it's mold or it's not, you want to pay for it and find out. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, I wouldn't want
I
something.
mean,
Doing
I
it.
mean, I've seen some nasty, like hairy looking mold, and it's like okay, that's obviously mold, right? But what I've also seen, I've smoked these cigars. I mean, it almost looks like it's not hairy mold, and it's usually in like I see it a lot with like maybe like darker cigars usually like that have been aged a while. It
Mm,
almost looks like a somebody has like sprinkled very fine powdered sugar or salt over the cigar. It almost looks like crystallized.
I guess so.
I don't know. You know what I'm talking about?
I've seen that, but some cigars just have more of a sheen to it too, though. Like
Mhm.
if it's a darker, rougher looking wrapper, sometimes it has a lot of oil.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've definitely smoked cigars that look like that, but yeah, I'm not going to smoke a cigar if it's got like hairy ass mold growing on
No. Uh-uh.
it.
I guess that's some of the benefits of cellophane. But the downside of cellophane is if it's inside the cellophane, though, then it's done because then it's marinating in that shit.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, I definitely leave this. I mean, well, I mean, you saw. I mean, most of my stuff, I leave the cellophane on most of them. Some of the stuff I have didn't come in cellophane, but if it did, it's usually got it on.
I mean, for me, I take my shit out of cellophane, but like I'm not storing my cigars. Like I'm smoking them. You know, I'm smoking them.
You take the cellophane off right away before they go to your humidor.
Yeah, yeah. I let them breathe. Because at best, were they going to be there a week or two?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying though. So
yeah,
yeah, I'm not.
yeah.
It's different. If I had like a collection like yours, maybe I think differently about it. You know what I'm saying though? And I'm also having a controlled machine controlling the humidity. You know what I'm saying though? But
Right, right.
throw it in a box with a bowl with a bag. I'm not worried about it. You know, it's
Yeah, Boveda's great, man. Boveda's great. I mean, I've got Boveda packs kind of weaving in my boxes, like in my.
well, I don't worry about Colorado. I don't at home. I don't worry about with mold. I don't worry about mold at all. Like it's never going to get too humid here. You know what I'm saying? It's a desert here for the most part.
Mhm.
So, but New York, where you're at, it can get very humid, right? So, you know,
Yeah, again,
yeah. But I mean, your system is airtight, right? Or no?
yeah, it's like a refrigerator. It sounds like a fridge when it kicks on. Yeah, but
Well,
because it's got that compressor in it, the compressor sucks the humidity out. So when it runs, the humidity does drop, but usually in about 10 minutes, it's right back to normal. It's not like it.
but do you worry about moving the cigars or rotating them, or you don't care?
I rotate them. I need to rotate them now, actually, but I do rotate them. Probably not as often as I should, but I do.
Mm, mm, mm. What is it? Buffalo Wild Wings with cigars. That's pretty cool. I typically go. Oh, they're talking about because they live in the same state. With cigar
Mhm.
shops.
I got you.
I mean, are you near cigar shops or no?
Yeah, yeah. The closest one to me is probably like 15 minutes, 20 minutes south of me. Probably like 15 minutes south on the freeway. But yeah, what's that?
This is not as dark or heavy as most my father's.
No, no, it's not.
It's not.
I think you get a little pepper in the beginning, maybe, but it's going to settle down too.
No, it almost
It's
doesn't.
there, but it's not like a bijou or anything crazy. No,
No, and the Promessa is not dark, but the Promessa is strong.
Promessa is strong though. But I would put that more on the wave of with like a maybe a Don Carlos or maybe a little stronger. It's in that realm though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it almost feels a little airy. This is definitely not as strong right now off the bat as the Casa Cuba, which is interesting. In my mind, for some reason, I thought this was going to be stronger. I mean, this is
Oh,
longer, so maybe it's time to build up too, though.
what is that? The Toro?
Yeah, so this is probably 6 by 52.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's soft box press though, right?
No, it's round.
It's totally round.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
interesting. I thought the one I have was box press. Maybe I'm crazy. I don't
it. Could be. I mean, I think some of them come in box press, right?
know. Well, the 10th anniversary was round. That's why I was surprised. I thought the others were like a soft box press, but maybe obviously I'm wrong because that's a normal one you have. So and it's round. So
Yeah, I remember when that won cigar of the year. That's kind of what put my father on the map because like 2012, we going back then, like my father wasn't as big as it is now.
yeah,
My father
yeah,
now, I mean, my God, my father is a brand that like it almost knows no bounds. It feels like it's still growing. You know what I'm saying though?
yeah. But
Um,
that cigar I think got did it get number one year or it got
yeah,
close?
it did win cigar of the year.
Yeah,
Um, um, it's definitely high value because the price point.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah, Notorious says his boxes were soft press. That's interesting. Hmm.
yeah, this is round. Um, this one came in a tube though. It was a round tube,
Ooh, ooh.
so I'm not sure. I don't know.
Maybe that's why.
Yeah, but
I didn't know they made them in a tube.
yeah, and Gio left. I think Gio's mad. I don't know where Gio is. He doesn't care. That's what it is.
I don't think Gio's mad. Why would Gio be mad?
I don't know. I just like to make shit up.
No. But yeah, I like that. I like that cigar you've got. Yeah, it's definitely not the classic My Father when you think of My Father. Meaning spicy, strong.
No,
Balls.
no. Oh,
No,
pretty much,
I shouldn't say that one doesn't have balls. I think it does, but it's not the same kind of party.
but not comparing it to the other. The Promesa, the Granaforte is stronger. The Judge is stronger and darker. The Bajou is way stronger and darker. Um, The Jaime's stronger and darker. Um, Even the Don Pepin is stronger. I don't want to say darker, but the Don Pepin is stronger. So uh,
the classic,
I like the classic My Father.
the
That
Don Pepin. That one, that's good. Yeah.
yeah, no, the Don Pepin, but then the regular My, just the regular My Father. You ever have,
Oh, just the regular one. Yeah.
yeah, that one gets overlooked. It's just the My Father,
Yep.
and
Yep.
yeah, that's a good cigar.
Hmm. I think they've got a Lancero in the shop near me, the one that's close to me.
Oh, I never
Yeah.
thought.
But yeah, like it's like it's like you were saying the other night. I think it really depends on the area too. Like, cause like the shop south of me, um, they have some stuff. Like he gets some high end stuff here and there. He might have like pinks or opus, but he sells them for way too much anyway. That's a whole other story. But um, most of his stuff is General Altadis and the mid tier range. I would say just because of
Uh,
the area he's in.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, but in another shop, couple other shops I go to, they're a little further away. They're in like I guess wealthier areas. So the cigar choice, the selection they have is different.
Yeah.
They're not carrying General or Altadis really.
So there's still more high end stuff or boutique.
Yeah, the high end stuff. I mean, they do have mid tier stuff. Don't get me wrong. I mean, they're packing My Father, Oliva, and the brand, the brands that you're used to seeing, but a lot of boutique shit too. Um,
Boutique stuff is the most scary because they can get real crazy in price and you have no idea about it, or shit you never heard of, and it's a risk. And most of the time, it's not worth the money. You know what I'm saying? Though, like
yeah.
there was a brand that was a boutique brand that came out years ago. I mean, years ago. I want to say 7, 8, 9 years ago, maybe before. I don't know. Did you ever hear Viaje?
With a V,
Viaje, V
VI.
A
It
E.
sounds really familiar.
I'll tell you what, man. When they came out, or when I saw them come out at a shop I used to go to, they were selling and they were popular, and they weren't that bad of a price. I remember them being like $8 to $12, so back then. So even 12 was kind of like wow, for like, what, it was almost getting to Padron category, but it was still cheaper than Padron. But they were good though, and I think they were Honduran made Viaje, but Viajes were good, and I think they used to come out with a Thanksgiving cigar. And I forget the name of it. I don't know if it was called Thanksgiving cigar or had a turkey on it or something, but it was actually really good.
I
Uh,
think I have seen that. Yeah, what you're saying sounds very familiar. Yeah,
but what I'm trying to say is, I don't see that shit anywhere anymore. Do you guys know if VI? Could somebody look it up? I don't. I've never seen a VI in years.
yeah.
And
I
not
would
one.
say like as far as boutique brands go that I can think of, they're obviously. I mean, it's probably the ones everybody can think of that are successful that we all know. Like you got Illusion, Orbs. What are some other ones? Shit.
A
Uh,
Caldwell's doing well.
Caldwell, Tatuaje.
Yeah, but
They'll-
Tattoo reaching the point of like it's not boutique no more. Like it it kind of feels pretty big. You know what I'm saying? Though I think they lost their cool edge like years ago. I remember like people were going nuts for Tatuaje and like they were
yeah.
flying shelves and I mean I'm going back maybe 10 years ago.
Caldwell's getting up there too. They have a lot of blends.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's some other? Was it La Barbara? Is that Caldwell?
I think that's Caldwell. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you have a website.
It's a Los Angeles-based boutique cigar company specializing in small batch approach to cigar making. So yeah, they still exist, I guess.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now. There's a boutique brand that I love. Did you ever see the one with um? It's called the Chocolate Bar,
I've seen it. I've not smoked it.
and they normally come in like 5 packs, but they're not cheap. Like 5 packs, but like it's like a little bundle, but then they're wrapped in like paper or something like that. Who's that brand?
Okay.
Because somebody, who was that? Because somebody look up the name of that brand. The cigar was called the Chocolate Bar, but they had a few. And when they come out, they come out like in small batches, and like they fly off the shelf.
Yeah.
Um,
Are they Maduro? Is it a Maduro?
The chocolate bar literally tasted like a sweet chocolate bar. It was
Yeah,
fucking
it's some type of Connecticut broadleaf or something.
I don't know. Yeah, something like that. They also had one with it came with a little brass knuckle on the cigar.
Isn't
Like,
there a cigar called Brass Knuckle or something or
oh,
not?
that was on the band.
Oh,
What was the name of that brand? God, that was and only certain shops in New York had them. And I figured how they had to get to connect. Ezra Zion, yeah, Ezra Zion. Those were pretty cool fucking cigars, man. Really, they really were boutique and they were trying to be boutique. You know what I'm saying? Though, and like
mm,
they had a following. Even the mayor would smoke them when they came in. Like the Ezra Zions were pretty cool. I don't remember the names of all their cigars, but they were pretty cool, man.
now, can I ask you maybe a dumb question, but when you talk about the mayor, was he really the mayor? He was like the mayor of the city? Oh, he froze up on me.
And this guy was very wealthy. He won a lawsuit. He got fucked up, and he was 50 years old, and he would just hang out at the cigar lounge, and he would take an Uber there because he couldn't drive because of the medication he was on from the injury. But he would wear like dapper clothes, $20,000 watch. You know, um, he wasn't arrogant, but he had a you know affluent way about him. And
Mhm.
wearing $8 Italian handmade sneakers, that kind of thing. And but he would just walk around and he would like here you go. He was handing out Davidoffs, the Padrones, or anything he wanted to. Like you can be talking with someone, and he did it to me. He did it to so many people. He'd be talking about a cigar, like for example, like talking about the Spectre. Oh, yeah. Oh, you never tried the Spectre? Oh, hold on a
He
second.
fucking hand you one.
Oh, swear to God,
That's
he'd
awesome.
hand everything. The guy was fucking nuts. You know what I'm saying? No, so he was well loved beyond means. And like I remember, like
I would just go up to him with a list. Like, I haven't tried any of these cigars. Just hand him
he's a
Bad
cigar.
Mouth Royal Release, Opus X, Forbidden X. Yeah, just a fucking.
I've never had a Fuente. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, dude. So I seen it happen, and he was like, but I would always buy him a cigar too, sometimes too, because I'd feel bad because he gave me so many nice cigars.
Yeah.
And but what I don't know, as time went on, he got very political, especially when Trump won, because he was like a huge Democrat. And it's okay. So okay, if Trump won, okay, your guy lost. Who cares? Like, take it like a man, whatever. But most of the guys at cigar shops, even in New York, are all conservative, pro-gun, pro-America, that kind of thing. And he would just push his agenda so hard. And I still see him here and there when I go back to New York. But like, he changed. He's not the mayor anymore. And like, I used to hang out with him, and like every time I go back, I don't hang out like I used to. I might see him just for like one cigar and then I go because he became like very dark, like on the inside. Like I think because when I first met him, he just got the lawsuit, and so I don't think the money got to him to his head. You know what I'm saying though? But I think now, as the years went on, he became detached from reality, and guys that are working class guys that are also pro America and pro gun and whatever, regular guys, they were sick of his shit, and he just was like he would just call people stupid. Like, oh, you're just stupid because you're a Republican. He would just say like guys would be like, "Fuck you, man." He kind of unelected himself, and then he left that cigar lounge and he went to a different cigar lounge. And
Do you hit up any lounges when you go back home and visit?
yes and no, not really.
Like, is there a lounge? Like, is there a lounge you go hang? The guys there or anything?
No, I mean I'll go there sometimes, but I don't really enjoy it. I don't enjoy it. I
Yeah,
don't
I
enjoy
can
it.
understand that. Like, I go to the lounges and the shops, but like, very rarely do I sit down and actually smoke. You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather
Yeah.
just hang out with you fucking knuckleheads, or
I don't enjoy it because it's
or
like
just sit in silence and enjoy the fucking moment.
no, but seriously, I've been out of New York almost going on my fourth year, so 3 years plus. When I go back and I see the same fucking guys sitting in the same fucking chairs, arguing, yapping about the same shit. And it becomes very egotistical. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, this guy got this new car, or this guy got this, or this guy that. Yeah, it's a lot of guys running their mouth, and like, and who knows the most, or who's the toughest guy, or that ain't shit, and it's a bunch of fucking haters. I don't like the energy. You know what I'm saying? No, like when I had nowhere else to smoke cigars, especially in the wintertime, I hang out in lounges for like, from let's just say October to like, March in New York, because it's kind of cold to smoke outside. Um, I knew it, but it was what it was. But after I left, when I came back, I'm like, sometimes when you leave and you come back, you're like,
Yeah.
I don't.
Well, you're
I,
probably a different person too, right? I mean, you've probably changed. Just meaning like when you used to hang out in the lounge, and maybe you were a different spot in your life.
um, I think I've changed in a way that, well, in some ways I didn't change. I just don't. I don't want the results. I don't want to surround myself with idiots. And because back then I didn't care about consequences. Richie back in the day was a different guy, and now I'm like, I I don't want to hang out with these guys because
Yeah.
for the most part, like, you know, if it comes to blows, you know what I'm saying though, it's not worth the prize. So
Mhm.
you could have this little stupid place, go sit in your fucking corner, you know, run your fucking mouth, and most of the
I have a question for you. With the old Richie in your prime. Not saying you're not in your prime. Don't take that the wrong way. But
time,
with the old Richie, if you had been sitting next to Gale Sack and he told you that a 3.0 or a Padron 64 Maduro was a 3.0 at best, would you have knocked him out?
not for that, but I would have told him to go fuck himself. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's just changed. But yeah, but the old lounge that I hang out with, the original one, there was two of them. It was the Wild West. I mean, it was the Wild
Allegedly,
West.
in that movie.
Yeah, no, I mean, I
I
still
don't know.
can't
I
believe.
mean, to be honest, a lot of the stories you tell, I enjoy them. They are entertaining.
Yeah, it,
Like Fat Dennis and DVD and just all that
that,
shit.
yeah, the other guy that had like this little cheap store that would sell like it's almost like a pawn shop, but he would sell like collectibles, anything old DVDs and old movies, and he actually would sell old Playboys and whatever. But he was kind of a creepy guy, and
Like I don't
he
know
was
if I'd want to buy like used old Playboys.
whatever, whatever. It's I never liked the guy because he was an asshole. He was an ass, and he was an older guy. His name was Jack, and he's dead now. He died. But when Jack was alive, we call him Jack the Jerk, or there was another word they used, but I'm not going to say it on the channel. I'll tell you privately. Um, but he come in. He would ask you. He was like kind of like Sack, but he'd come in. He would come in and just start shit, and he wasn't like that big of a guy, and he was like 70 years old. So like people were like, yo, shut the fuck up, Jack. You know what I'm saying? No, and he would just start shit,
Yeah.
and it's almost like he had a death wish.
Yeah.
You know? And he ended up dying anyways of cancer. But
He thrived on that reaction from you, probably.
well, no, allegedly, because I'll just say that
Allegedly.
he told this guy, guys are busting balls and joking over this and that, and Jack said to this guy that I know, right? And he said to this guy, "Oh, you got a shovel?" And the guy said, "Yeah, yeah, I got a shovel. Why?" And he said, "Why don't you go dig up your dead mother and fuck her?" And Jack,
Got his ass
uh,
kicked for that one, I would assume.
Jack got hit several times.
Yeah.
I saw this guy allegedly that I knew. He hit this guy a few times and shoved a bag of potato chips in his mouth and like popped them open and like made him eat them, but like almost like waterboarding with potato chips.
Yeah.
You know, you know, was what it was. Like Jack was stupid. Like Jack, dude, that's a bad. Like you don't walk into a shop and like start busting balls and then go tell someone to dig up their dead mom and do that. Like that's how you make enemies. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
like that at a cigar shop now. Imagine walking into your local cigar store like with that level of insane bravado, where you're like, you know what, I got a good idea. You know,
Dorito just had.
um, yeah, this guy when he said that to that guy that I saw, I mean, Jack got a few blows to the stomach, and then he's on the floor, and the guy's stuffing the chips in his throat and hit him in his stomach, and so he's choking and coughing and stuffing the chips down his throat. But I think Jack shouldn't have said it to that guy. You know,
Yeah.
that wasn't. You know,
I bet he didn't say it again.
was that? He didn't say it to me. No, this.
No, I said I bet he didn't say it again.
Uh, Jack apologized to that guy afterwards. He came back in. He apologized. You know, but you know,
Yeah.
that was Fat Dennis was ridiculous. But then there was legitimate like guys that were connected to the mob that were there. And then there was just a bunch of drunks that were idiots. And then there was homeless guys coming in begging for a quarter so they could buy a 50-cent beer because they had that whatever. Like it was a bunch of shenanigans, you know. And then you had like the day walkers coming in off the streets because by the train station you'd have ladies walking in. Anybody want to have a good time? And
Yeah, it's just
it was
fucking nonstop. Something's
it,
always happening.
it was a crazy place.
Yeah.
It was, but and when I first started going there, because the guy Dave from the old place, Scotty's, it was the name, but Scotty was an asshole. Scotty was such an asshole that he had a chain duct taped to the TV remote, so that way nobody could take the remote away from where he stood behind, because that he wanted to control the TV. Scotty, so Scotty fired Dave. Dave went to the other place, and then most of the shop left and went to the other place.
Yeah.
And when Dave went to the place, there was this older Greek guy that was working there. But his son, I won't say his name, we'll call his son G. He owned that store, but his father, older guy, ran it. But he was an idiot. He was an idiot. When I say he was an idiot, for example, you'd walk into the cigar shop and he'd be watching pornography on TV, and he'd say, "Look at this, look at this. She likes it in the ass. Look, look, look." And like he's not a bright, not and they sold candy in there too. It was like these little cigarettes and candy, and so like, you know, like I've seen like people come in that were customers not to buy cigars. Like it was a mother and child, and he still had it on his TV, and you could hear it. Like the guy was not classy.
Yeah.
He was not a classy guy.
Yeah.
So he ended up getting his son fired him. That's how bad he was for business.
His own
And,
son. Yeah.
yeah, so he was just like a dirty old man. He was just terrible.
Jesus.
But that's how that place started. That was like day one when I used to go there, 2012.
That's crazy. It sounds like a good time. I mean, I do have to say that.
Bro, there was a guy that almost lost his eye there because I'm not gonna say the name. There was a guy there that was talking about chains, and the other guy's like, "Yeah, I ain't afraid of a fucking chain." He's like, "Yeah, I'll whip this shit around." And they went outside behind the back, but it was like propane tanks, and he had this fucking chain with a master lock, and he's swinging around, and it's sparking off the fucking shit and whatever. And he hit the guy in the face with it. No, this place was fucking crazy. Like you played, but that guy with the chain, he ended up getting fired because he was letting this like Hell's Angel like biker guy. He was letting him come in and just take cigars because he was giving him painkillers, and so whatever they had a deal. And then the owner found out. He's like, "Listen, I can't have you trading narcotics for my padrones." So
Yeah. I could get in trouble for that probably.
allegedly, right? So I mean, so that guy ended up getting fired. And but I mean, this is over the years. I mean, so it was a lot of shenanigans, you know. And there was a guy there that the guy that only spoke with drones.
Yeah.
That guy caught stealing padrones. But in his defense, he told the owner, "No, no, no. I have an understanding with the guy that works here that you hired. He's like, what do you mean? He goes, well, I give him grass and he lets me take padrones. That was the deal. So he's like, I'm not stealing. He's like, it was a deal. And he's like, yeah, but I'm the owner. I'm paying for these padrones. I,
Oh shit.
yeah, so it was. You get what I'm saying? No, like that's how stupid this place was in hindsight. Like it was fucking nuts.
Yeah.
That's how the guy was always smoking padrones. He wasn't paying for
Yeah. He's getting well. I mean, I guess he wasn't getting them for free per se, but yeah, that's funny.
it. He goes grabs two padrones. He goes to register. Okay, 27.50. Well, I got Visa, Mastercard,
Yeah.
or this. It was what it was, man. It was a crazy time, but it was the kind of place like when guys would come in, guys would bring over leftovers, whatever the wife made, and bring over. Oh, I got a half a tray of lasagna. Oh,
Oh
I got
shit.
all the pie. Oh, I got. I mean, every night, guys would just bring bottles and just set the bottles up. Everyone drank on the house because everyone just always brought bottles.
Nice.
So, and sometimes guys would bring 25-year-old scotch, 20-year-old vodka, high end vodka, high end rum,
Yeah.
like crazy. And like it was really. I've never had that experience again. It was as good as you could get, but also as bad as you can get.
Yeah, yeah.
It was a dangerous mix. You know what I'm saying? Though it was like a full service hangout. Like it was almost a club, like almost kind of like a not a gang, but like a well, you could you know what I'm saying though. That like a the regulars there were not fucking around.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. It was crazy. It was dirty cops there, connected guys, a lot of shady guys. And then next door they had the barber shop, and those guys had other lucrative businesses going on. I mean, they all have BMWs, and you're cutting hair. I mean, God bless.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think you're driving a BMW cutting hair. I don't
No,
know.
unless you own the shop, you know what I'm saying? No, but like, I
Maybe.
mean, these guys were on their cell phone more than cutting hair. I mean, they were
Yeah,
running,
yeah.
you know, and but those guys finally they always wanted the because back then they always wanted the Gurkha boxes. The Gurkhas came in these fancy boxes,
Yeah.
and so they would sell them. One of the boxes they sold to them $100. It
Oh
was like
shit.
it looked like a chest. You know what I'm saying? Though,
Yeah. Yeah.
whatever. But anyways, yeah, it was a crazy place. I mean, the shenanigans. I get that's how DVD started. That guy over there, DVD. Um, um, yeah. I mean, was what it was. What it was what it was. Never gonna happen again.
Yeah, but you have those memories.
Allegedly.
You have that experience allegedly.
Mm,
How's that cigar treating you?
um, it's quite smooth, quite airy. I must say, it was a mistake for me to smoke this first. Second, I should have smoked it first because the CasaCuba was much heavier, and I think it's taken away from this.
Mm.
Because you know my rule: if you smoke two cigars, smoke the heavier one second, so you can plow through, the flavor of the last cigar.
Yeah,
This is the lighter one.
yeah.
He said maybe in Kentucky.
I was thinking about going to get another something else, maybe like a small robusto or something, but I don't know. That last one was kind of dark. I don't know. I probably have to get something strong.
Oh, you finished it?
Yeah, yeah. How much time do you think you got left?
Probably about 30 minutes.
I could always get a short story too.
Yeah, I mean, do whatever the fuck you want to do. It's your life.
I was gonna say I was gonna ask Sacco. You said Sacco's smoking the AJ. What do you think of that spice, Sacco?
Oh, he's smoking the AJ. Yeah, I want. We'll see though. Is he gonna say like? So I don't think Big Firm had a good experience with it, but I don't know.
Yeah, I
Everyone's
think
different.
everybody else so far has liked it, if I'm not mistaken.
No, I know. So you take it with a grain of salt. But I haven't seen Big Firm in a while.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, the Cueva Pequeños are good. Yeah, I just remember that place. People were always eating too, because guys would hang out for 4 or 5 hours, 6 hours, and so guys would order Chinese, order sushi. I mean, just always getting stuff delivered. You know what I'm saying? No, it was not just a lounge. It was like It's like you're at someone's house, like a bunch of shenanigans, and
Saco, yeah. Saco said he likes you. Oh, you're getting sweetness from it. Interesting. I
mm.
don't know that I got any. Maybe. I don't know.
Oh, I got so much cinnamon. You didn't get
Yeah,
that
I
off
got a
that?
lot of cinnamon. Like, yeah.
No, it's a great cigar, man. You bought a box, you said?
I think he did. I did. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. How many did you smoke?
I think I've smoked three. Three.
Yeah, I think I've had 3 or 4 of them. I only have one left. But
But your guy's got like what, 2 or 3 more boxes?
I think he has 5 boxes
Oh
total.
shit!
So
Nice. We're gonna be buying them from you soon.
yeah, I mean, well, yeah, I think he's probably selling for the box probably like 100, almost 150, 140. But that's still not bad for a lounge because he's selling
Yeah.
them for thick. You know what I'm saying though? So
Firm
100,
is here.
yeah. Firm is here. What's up, bro? We haven't seen you, man. Hope you're staying fresh.
Rich, I'm
I
gonna
think
go grab another cigar. Do you
I
want
think Firm was lurking because we said his name and he's like, "Oh, I'm here."
to? You ring.
Firm, are you lurking? Are you lurking firmly? You go grab a stick, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Do you want to? You want to hold on? Do you want to get someone else on, or what do you want to do?
Six to one, half of the other. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? You want me to get someone on? What? It doesn't matter. I mean,
Well,
whatever.
you tell me, man. Your name's on the fucking show.
Yeah, no, my name's not on the show because the true name of the show is Nobody Cares. Mhm.
I mean, you could see how Sacco likes that AJ. I mean, or you can hold on. All right, you can hold whatever you want to do.
See, but now you're making me be the bad guy.
I'm not
You know what I'm
making you
saying?
be the bad guy. You're not going to hurt my feelings.
You want to eat some potato chips or something like that? Ah,
I'll go fuck
ah.
myself.
Not the Pringles. No, not the Ruffles. Those are too crunchy. He'll choke.
Yeah.
Give me the Pringles. Yes. Not the crinkle cut. Not the crinkle cut. Or like beers. Taki. I don't know, man. But yeah, Jack. Rest in peace, Jack. What an asshole, man. What an asshole. God, Jack was an idiot. Like he'd come into the room and like because Fat Dennis would be in there, but like nobody called Fat Dennis fat to his face because he already knew he was like 500 pounds. Like, what do you
Yeah.
think he bust balls or something like that, whatever, joke around. Or like we'll be like, yo, Fat Dennis, your ass is because he'd be like leaning over, like his ass would be out, like, yo, Fat Dennis, fucking, cover your ass. But like, but nobody like, he was still one of the crew, but he was like, he was like the likable, stupid fat guy.
Yeah.
And all you do is talk about sports, but I mean like ESPN. I mean like he would talk about sports 24 hours a day, but like he was on Sports Center. Like, he had a radio show. You know what I'm saying? Though, but like it was crazy. But and anyways, and he always had his mother's cell phone and his mother's car. And then he'd be like, "Oh, I gotta go." I'm like, "Where you gotta go?" He's like, "My mother needs her car back." Like whatever. It's like, and he was like 45 years old. It's fucking yeah. That was Fat Dennis. But Jack would come in, and he would just come in and be like, "Shit, you're fat." He would just say right to Fat Dennis, and he'd be like, "Fuck you, Jack." And he's like, "No, really, you're really fucking fat." And he would just go on like that, like Jack was an asshole, man. And Fat Dennis was like, "Fuck you, man." Like he was just like, he's just like he kind of ruined the mood. Like we had no filter. Jack was unfiltered, man. He was. I think he had a death wish. I think he just, you know, he had cancer. He didn't tell anyone, but he's like somebody kill me. He was just
Damn.
is what it is. Yeah, maybe we'll put on Sacco, see how he likes that cigar.
All
Because
right.
I
All
think
right.
he's distant for only like a minute because Gio cock blocked him.
Yeah.
So, well, what are you gonna grab though? So you grabbing the short story?
I don't know yet. I got to decide. What do you think? I need something stronger, right? I mean, I smoked the Maximus, so that was pretty dark.
Yeah, don't waste the short story. Um, do you have a small Principe Padron 64?
I got a Padron 64 Exclusivo and Natural.
I'd say go with that because Padron
Probably good too.
Put your own smoke fast.
Yeah, yeah, it's probably a good choice. All right, I'll grab that.
Grab that. Yeah, and grab the
All
crinkle.
right, brother. Well, thank you for having me on as always.
Yeah, bro. Hey, it's what it is. Nobody cares. Stay free. And
Fuck
what's
you. Take your shirt off before I go.
it's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Though, it's what it is. 99 cents adds up.
Yep. Nobody fucking cares. Fuck your 99 cents.
I know. I know. It's what it is.
Take it easy, brother.
All right, bro. See you around, bro. We'll
Yep.
see what we get Sacco on now. All right, bro. Take care. Let's see. Let's put on the flex. Gio was good. It was with the Sacco sound effect. Hey, what's up?
What's up? What's up, Big D?
How you doing? Hey, nice shirt, man.
Yeah, thanks, bro.
I
Hey,
like-
what's up, Ranch Gang?
That's a flex.
That's a flex.
Hey, what are you smoking?
In a week, the Brits will have set the tone.
Oh,
Getting liberated.
nice.
Dude,
You're smoking that thing slow.
is it familiar?
Yeah, dude, that's a great cigar. You're smoking that thing slow, and you're wearing a red shirt that matches the cigar.
Christmas.
Yeah, it's a nice cigar. Hey,
How about now? You want some pizza?
yeah, hey, you want some potato chips, dude? No joke. And that guy squeezed the whole bag of chips into his throat. Ah,
Yeah, I will. Whole bag of chips.
yeah,
It sounds like De Niro.
the guy was on the floor. The guy got punched in his stomach, and he was on the floor. You know,
Damn, bro. Yeah, I mean, that's crazy, crazy story. Here at the lounge, like if you with someone, you go with your friends or whatever, you go. Otherwise, people don't know each other.
yeah. No, it's different in New York. In New York,
Yeah,
on Long Island, everyone it was a crew. It was a crew. Everyone there,
right. Yeah, everybody know each other.
Who's going to do the future?
it was a crew. Everyone knows about each other about
Laying down the horse.
the family, job.
So what's up? What's up, Richie? Did you do the pork chops today?
Yeah, it was nice, nice.
Okay.
Everyone there had a nickname, and they went by the nickname. Every person had a nickname.
Yeah, that's kind of reminds me like back Armenia. You know the neighborhood. Everybody knew each other and all that.
Mhm.
But here, yeah, nobody knows each other, man. I mean, you don't even know your neighbor.
Yeah, yeah. I was just watching something yesterday, and they were talking about the Armenian mafia in New York and California.
Yeah.
It's powerful. It's a small group, but they're powerful.
Oh, yeah. There is dude. Like I don't know what they mean by mafia. It's just
Yes, I go. No comment. No comment.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
They,
Flex.
yeah, could be mafia, could be gangsters. Who knows?
Who knows, right?
Yeah.
Is what it is. How's that cigar coming out?
This cigar or the this or this?
What do you make? Which one's that?
That's Ecuadorian Ligero.
Oh, that's gonna be spicy.
But look, it's like the color is different between two.
Well, that's why they have grading. When
Yeah,
that happens.
exactly.
Yeah.
So how was that? What you were smoking?
The Casa
Casa Cuba or what?
the Casa Cuba was good, but you have to understand what the Casa Cuba was not like an AO or an open. Uh,
Is it like at least Hemingway?
No, the tier of the quality. No, it's like $12 to $13, $14. So it's like around Don Carlos price, but for Fuente, but it's not sweet. It's a very old school blend, you know. So it's literally they made that cigar to be like their old Cuban cigars, the old school ones. You know?
I don't understand how Jeremy didn't taste the sweetness off of this cigar.
See,
It's like really sweet.
you're saying nobody cares.
Yeah.
You're getting really good smoke output.
It was out ever since I got it.
Yeah.
I
No,
let it out.
it's I'm telling even a couple hours. Let it.
Yeah, it's at least 5 hours.
Yeah. No, you get nice smoke output, man.
Hmm.
Yeah. Well,
Notorious was smoking the Garcia again
I
today.
thought he said that. I thought he said that. Robusto.
Nice, man. It was. What was it? What did he say?
Yeah, it was the one. It was the last blend his father made before he died.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess to whatever.
Yeah,
Cuba.
it was dedicated to the cigars he used to make. Cool, you know.
But that old Cuban cigars, like, I think they were very simple. Uh,
It's the old school ones.
yeah, the old school ones.
Not like a
You know,
mod,
it's like straight tobacco, and that's about it.
but it's not like a Monty Two or Siglo Six or more modern stuff. You know, like a Behike or a Talisman. Cigars got more complex, and I think
Exactly, yeah.
yeah. Yeah, he celebrated. He hit 2 Gs at the casino.
Nice, notorious. Which casino do you go, man?
I don't know. He said it was slots.
Yeah, yeah. I saw the chat. Congrats, bro.
That's nice.
Well, you know, sometimes sometimes people say money is not important, but it kind of is.
It kind of is.
Yeah, I mean, as far as you have bills, you're gonna need money.
Yeah. You know what? I'm ready to move into a tent.
What was that?
I'm ready to go into a tent.
10?
Yeah.
Oh man, the wife here again. This TV is getting loud.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me turn the volume up a little bit. Okay, but so how's the weather now? Is it okay? Better?
I mean, it's better today. I mean, it was like in the 50s today, and it was dry. So I mean,
Yeah,
last
cause yesterday, man, you were like you usually don't complain, but yesterday you were really cold.
it
Yeah.
it was being really warm, and then all of a sudden last night it was like 30 degrees and rain, and I was wearing a t-shirt, and so I had to get a heavier coat. But even then, my hands were freezing last night. It was not fun.
Yeah, dude, I know, man. Yeah, it's especially smoking a cigar. It's not fun.
No, I literally last night. When I went to bed, I still couldn't feel my hands. Like it was
Yeah.
Richie's
So
got.
did you get your pillow?
Yeah, oh, dude, yeah. I've been getting better sleep, but it's not 100% yet because it's only been 2, and like my body's getting used to it. You know what I'm saying? Though, so, but it's better.
Yeah, yeah, that's good, man. That's good. 75 degrees. It was pretty warm here too. I mean, it's still not bad.
So I think tomorrow's gonna be about 6. I'll take 6 sunny. Yeah, man, that TV's really loud today.
I know, man. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I was gonna say it's loud, but then I thought you might say, oh, he doesn't want to come on the show.
uh, Taco never says no.
Mm.
So that's the best AJ you ever, right?
No, that's a good cigar. Yeah.
No, but is
I
that what?
mean, I didn't have. I don't know about the AJ. I never had an AJ before. I mean, maybe Wise Man.
Oh, yeah, but that is AJ, but that is foundation. But that's AJ. Yeah, yeah,
Right. Yeah, but I mean, it's made by AJ, so.
yeah.
Um, yeah,
Uh,
I haven't had a lot of AJ. So,
no, but that's just,
but overall, as a cigar, it's pretty damn good,
yeah. I'm telling you, man. It's
especially for the price. It little bit reminds me of the Aga Norsa leaf, bro, the Supreme leaf,
mm,
but little bit more sweet.
it's nice, and it picks up. Yeah, Notorious. Everything Foundation makes is AJ Fernandez factory. So
So Foundation, they don't have a factory. It's
I
just a name.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. But from what I read, Foundation is rolled at AJ Fernandez. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he has his own farm and then I don't know. I don't know how it works. You know what I'm saying though. But AJ's everywhere. Yeah,
Yeah, that's really good, bro. And it's smoking good too, smoking like a Padron.
it's smoke. Well, that means that it's not too wet. You don't want it too wet.
Yeah, I let it out all day.
Yeah. And that's a factor. Some cigars still smoke okay wet, and some cigars don't. And but where are you gonna put the box in the humidor? Where are you gonna put it?
No, I'm just gonna. I don't have a place to put a box, bro. I'm just gonna get out of the box and stack it on top of each other.
Oh, just put a boba bag in there.
Yeah, yeah.
That's it. Look at
So
that.
that's the Ecuadorian Ligero
Dude, Ecuadorian wrappers are everywhere, man.
timer.
That's a great wrapper.
Yeah, it's easy to work with, bro. A lot of the wrappers are like, especially Cameroon. It's very hard to work with
Yeah, yeah, interesting.
because they rip like fast. It's not like they're not too elastic and stuff.
What
You
happened
gotta
to?
be very careful with it.
I
What's
know.
that?
What happened to Gio?
Oh, Gio. I don't know. Maybe Gio got bored and he left. I don't know. What happened, Gio? Where is you, man?
I don't know. Yeah, he sent me some nice cigars. I'm gonna show him tomorrow. I'm gonna make a video tomorrow.
Oh, I thought you were going to show him today.
Dude, I didn't get a chance to, man. I told you.
Any hints, or you want to keep it like surprise?
What's that?
Any hints, or you want to keep it surprise?
Oh, I'll wait for the video. Oh, you'll see the video. I always like to do unboxing on the video. But dude, we were dealing with the new apartment complex, the paperwork and the application department and the background check.
Uh-huh.
Like they needed pay stubs. They wanted all stuff I
Pay
had.
stops.
Yeah, stuff I had to upload. Yeah, because you can't just get an apartment. They want to see a proof of income.
Dude, I can hardly hear you. This TV is so loud here. Yeah,
It's loud. It's loud.
yeah, it's loud. But yeah, story of my life, huh?
he's like he's like happy wife, happy life.
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, that's a relaxation time, man. Yeah,
Is what it is. I'm glad you
yeah,
like El Rey del Mundo, man. That's a good cigar, man. You gotta have a good time.
yeah. It's really good, actually. Surprisingly good.
Are you gonna let him? Are you gonna age them or are you gonna smoke them?
Well, I'm not gonna smoke him at once.
No, no, no. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, of course. Well, I mean, yeah, I gotta rotate, you know. Oh,
Well,
Notorious. What? Notorious haven't had one yet.
yeah. I'm not sure if you've seen them at the shop. Well, you can order them online. Is the best price. Order them online.
Yeah, it's pretty good, man. Yeah, you should try. I'll keep him, or I'll keep him, and then I'll smoke him once in a while and see if anything changes. But
Yeah.
I think it's ready as it is.
Yeah, I don't think I'd want to give it like 2 years or something. I don't.
No, I mean it's good. It's really, I mean, really good.
Yeah. So California,
Even better than Pedro 64.
I would agree with that.
Huh?
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
I love like I love the El Rey del Mundo. Like I'm excited about the next one. You know what they're gonna do next because El Mundo now is not under General. It's under Foundry. Or is it Foundry? So
Foundation, you said?
no Foundry.
Oh.
General Cigar split up. I don't know why they split up, but it's still General, but it's not. So Partagas, Bolivar, El Rey del Mundo, and some other brands are they're like a sister company, you know, like a separate corporation. And I'm not sure why.
You know, I always wanted to try the Cuban El Rey's. Have you ever had one?
I'll tell you what, I've never seen one.
Cuban El Rey, yeah, there is.
I've never seen one.
Well, where are you going to see them? I mean, not on the shop, not in the shops there.
No, but I mean, I've gotten Cubans before, but I've never seen El Rey del Mundo Cuban.
Yeah, yeah.
Interesting.
And on the website, I mean, they're pretty much always out, so I can't even order it. So,
So good.
huh?
Are they? I don't know if
Well,
you're.
I can't. Yeah, I can't hear you, man.
Are they
And then
good?
your voice getting cutting up, D.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's all right.
It's
That's. I guess.
maybe I need to upgrade my phone, dude.
I guess
Maybe
I'll go fuck myself.
What are you going to 300 Club?
Yeah, yeah. Where's Sack?
Where is Sack? Yeah, Sack is not here today. Sack is in the dark.
Yeah, yeah. The Garcia man is great.
Yeah, you have to, Jeremy. Man, what was the holdup? You should have tried that a long time ago. That's yeah, that's. I mean, they're pretty close with Las. I can pronounce that name.
Oh, you mean the 10-year one?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think I would go with the Garcia though.
yeah. I think I go with Garcia too.
Yeah, the rare tobacco in there is the type of tobacco that it's illegal to grow in Cuba because they had problems with mold. Um, what's the name of it? Uh, uh, I can't remember the name of tobacco. It's a certain type of tobacco that they're no longer the Cuban government. They're not allowed to grow. Yeah, Pillo de Oro. Yeah, Pillo de Oro or whatever.
Pio
Oro.
Dior or something.
And
Um.
it's
So
it's a
why didn't they let him go?
not in Cuba anymore because it was prone. If you don't ferment it right, if you age it right, they had problems with mold and they lost a lot of crop. So
Oh, okay.
really careful when you're growing that tobacco. You know, when you're aging that tobacco. You know.
Yeah, because they can import tobacco if the harvest is bad. Is bad, in
Right.
Cuba. Yeah.
Obviously, they got seeds. Hey, see, if it slides, it glides. You know?
Oh man, why I don't know why I
Uh,
pick it up. Dude, this sound is not fun.
don't worry about it.
I'm gonna.
I'm almost done, anyways, man. If it's bad sound, it's no big deal. What do you do? We'll come back tomorrow. You know, it's what it is.
Yeah, yeah,
Maybe tomorrow the TV won't be so loud. You know.
yeah. Well, tomorrow is Thursday already.
Yeah, yeah. So it is what it is. You need to make like a soundproof room. You know.
I have one upstairs, but I'm always sitting here. Well, I mean, I can just go upstairs. I have to take all my stuff
Yeah.
with me.
Don't
When I'm doing this cigar thing, I'm just kind of stuck here.
don't stress, my friend. It's
Here, this is how it's going here. Okay,
wow,
we are waiting on the line
wow.
here.
What? How much? A couple of weeks.
What was that, bro?
How much time are you gonna give those cigars to cedar?
I don't know.
I'm telling you right now, like I think a few weeks. I don't think you want to do like a long time, like months, you know,
But to hold on to them or like,
in that cedar though. Like what if you put it in the cedar too long, and what if they dry out from the cedar?
bro, the weather. I mean, I want them to dry out a little bit, but the weather is kind of humid today,
Mm.
so they need to dry out a little bit. It's like about 73% humidity inside them,
Yeah. Okay.
so they're moist, basically.
So are you gonna age them the whole time in the cedar, or are you gonna what are you gonna do?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
Some I'm gonna just put them in there and wait and see what's happening. Some just laying around, you know. Yeah, I mean, I'm doing experiments.
I think the cedar's a good idea, though. I mean, you know, it's not
Yeah,
gonna. You know,
yeah, that's how they age the Byrons.
yeah, but the thing is, though, but are you gonna put any Bovida packs in there or no? You're just gonna leave the. They don't need Bovida.
Not now, at least. No, not now for sure.
Yeah, because
But yeah,
it's too
and
wet.
then also the cedar is the sucking moisture, so it's kind of cedar is not totally dry too.
Yeah, I see. Yeah.
I'm constantly checking them. You know, when they need a humidity, then I'll just throw both of the packs in there.
Also, you're checking the cigars to see how they're drying.
Yeah. I open like whatever I have packed. Like I open at least once a month
Yeah.
and check the condition. If if they need a Bovida, then I'll just throw a Bovida in there.
Yeah. Interesting. No, dude, I'm excited. I'm excited to try those. I mean, some of them you've had aging for a while now, right? Like you've had those cigars for a while. How many?
Yeah, I have some. These are. I prepared this for you, a big deal. Yeah.
What's?
That's the Spectrum
Oh,
Spectre blend.
oh my God.
I left them out to dry, but they're kind of dry. They're rock hard, but I hope you can get a draw, man. I have a feeling that they're gonna be tight.
And we'll see.
We'll see.
I
Shit,
think
yeah,
Spectre blend's going to be maybe your best.
yeah. Like you want to just put more, like not more, but to stick some more leaves in there, for different. But
Would you try one out yet or no? The Spectre or no?
not yet, man. No. I tried one a couple of weeks ago, but it was they were pretty moist.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to dry them like fast, So
You want to slow? Yeah. You don't want to go to
yeah,
shop.
I want to do it like slowly, so they dry out equally. Otherwise, it's not working.
Yeah. No, you don't want everything with cigars. You don't want to go to shock. So you slowly dry them out.
Yeah,
You know.
but yeah, these are the Spectre blend, 2011.
Yeah.
Man, the
That's
new ones are expensive. It's like 1,300 for a box.
for Spectre. Oh yeah, bro.
2022.
Well, I mean, you're paying the box too, though. I think the box should cost probably like 500, which
I
is.
haven't seen that. I haven't seen the box. I haven't seen the box yet on that one.
I was on the website yesterday. It's expensive box, man. It looks nice.
Are you talking about 2022 or 21?
Whatever's on the website, I don't know. Probably the new one, you know.
The new one I haven't seen it, but the old one is like 25 pounds, man.
Yeah,
Heavy box.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, they sell the cigar. I mean, they sell the box like back then it was 1100 something, and then the single was 110.
Yeah.
So
When it
without a box.
when it first came out, it was 90. You never had the Spectre one, right?
No, no, I couldn't find it. But once this gets sold out, they get sold out. You can't even find them.
No, no. The guy I knew in New York, he bought 2 boxes.
Yeah. And you know what? Most of the places they sell it as a set. They don't sell it singles.
Yeah, 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 yeah. That's it.
What happened? Is somebody living?
He says he's got to go to bed.
Jeremy, was it? Oh,
Yeah, no. Notorious says he's going to bed. I think.
oh Notorious. Well, yeah, Notorious probably had a long day.
You gotta take it easy. Yep.
Take care, Notorious.
Yeah, I'm going to bed soon too. When I'm done with this, no cheap clapping today.
Well, it wasn't on the calendar. You
Uh,
forgot to put it on the calendar.
There was a lot of paperwork, a lot, for the apartment. It's stressful when you're doing that kind of shit.
So you decided to move. How? So that 1 year what was promotional or what?
No, it's just okay. When we moved in, it was still the prices were still high because they said because of COVID, whatever. And
Uh
then like
huh.
later, they lowered the rent like 250, and now they want to raise my rent 50. So that means we're $300 more if we sign a new contract compared to what they're renting it. You know what I'm saying? Though. So why
Right.
$100 over?
Right. It's like a new customer incentive.
Fuck that, man.
Yeah. You
And
know the cell phone companies used to do that too.
but bro, no, because they know why the next year they raise it again, and so this new place that we're gonna go to is about $400 less. So yeah, and it's actually a bigger apartment, so it is what it is.
So it does have a gym and all. The
It
new
has a
place.
pool, has a
Okay.
no, it's nice. This place is nicer in some ways. The other place, it's bigger. The apartment's bigger. I like the layout better, and I'm gonna be on the third floor, so my deck, I'll have complete privacy, and the background there's no one there. So like I won't have nobody walk. I'll be on the third floor. You know what I'm saying? Though, so
Right.
I'll have more privacy. So yeah,
Richie, the New York apartment was the first floor also. Or that was the second floor.
that was first floor.
First floor.
Yeah,
Um. Yeah, it's just the hustle of moving, man. It's like, well, I hate moving, dude.
you don't gotta tell me. You don't gotta tell me, bro. But I'm
Yeah.
$400 a month in rent, and it's actually lower utilities there because you have the common charge. The utilities are cheaper there, so that's nice.
Right. Well, yeah, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do on the end, but
Well, it's we can afford this place. It's just the principle. I don't want to pay compared to that place. An extra $450 a month in your pocket. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? No,
right.
you know that's a
Do
lot
you
of.
know if your place full right now or they have availability?
No, there's always availability, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
okay. It's gonna be there for. I mean, they're gonna lose business.
yeah, whatever it is. But it's just the principle. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not paying $400 more. You know.
Yeah, that's a big jump.
Yeah. Yeah.
But is there a reason that they're raising? Are they doing
No,
updates,
no.
upgrades?
They're just gouging. The other place, the apartment's bigger and it's less. But the thing is,
Right.
we're securing the apartment now because what it is we have to move in July. But in July, in the summer months, they raise the prices. You know what I'm saying? Though
Right.
they call it market fluctuation. There's a bunch of ass.
Yeah. 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 Definitely. Um.
So we secured the apartment for July now. If that makes any sense, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because the person,
So you already got that. You got the other place.
well, we got approved.
Okay. Got it.
We and now tomorrow we got to go do more paperwork and if everything that goes fine, which is then yeah, I mean it's a process.
Yeah, dude, that's terrible.
It is what it
So
is.
they're raising everybody's rent, or
Yes,
probably right? Whoever.
other place lower their rent because the economy is getting worse. The rent should go down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
You know.
I mean, not in LA, but
No.
in LA right now, it's so hard to find a place to rent, bro. Like some people I know, they've been looking for a house to rent a house for a couple of years now. And I mean, the guy, he just came from Armenia. He got a job and everything, but he doesn't have a credit, and nobody wants to. Nobody wants to let if when it don't have credit. You know,
It is.
it is what it is.
Nobody cares.
Yep. Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. Let's say you care. Let's say oh says I care. Oh, I care so much. Ah, okay. Okay, we got it. You care. Now what?
Yeah, nobody cares. You know, you're on your own. You're on your own. You know.
Yeah. And then Geo thinks yeah that the I mean of course yeah we care, but care about what? What do you care for?
Yeah, what you care that someone exists? You know what I'm saying? No.
Yeah.
You
I
know.
mean yeah you care about your your relatives, your family, whatever. But
Yeah, but even then, you don't care because
if you're not doing anything, then you don't care. You're just
look,
saying,
look to
right?
say if my brother called me and said, you know, I care about you. I care too. Can I borrow 10,000? I don't care.
No, sorry.
No, you know, I'm just saying, like, you know, it is what it is. It's like
It
so.
is what it is, bro. Yeah, I mean,
So then,
nobody. I mean, people don't even have time to care, bro. I mean, everybody has their own problems, you know, one type or another.
yeah, it is what it is. You know.
Yeah. Is that what? That was my father.
Yeah, it's a good cigar, but the Bijou is better. The Bijou is the better cigar.
That's the Antillas or damn, I can pronounce
Yeah,
that.
it's the regular Antilles. You know.
Okay.
Hey, what's up, Josh?
Hey, Josh. Josh cares there.
Yeah, yeah. The Casa Cuba. The Casa Cuba. If I had to compare the two, I actually like the Casa Cuba better.
Well, I really like the way this cigar smokes.
So I'm telling you, man. Yeah, you're smoking it slow, man. You're having a good time with that thing.
Well, yeah, I'm doing something here, and
Yeah, yeah. That's what it is.
it's stronger. Okay.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
yeah,
I haven't smoked the regular one
no. But he's talking about no. He's talking about the Bijou. The Bijou is way
or the
stronger.
Bijou.
Or he's talking about the tenth. Yeah, yeah. I heard the
Okay.
first is stronger. But yeah, that's it. You're getting great smoke output.
Man, that red will help. Oof, burn my nose.
But
To
nice.
open my sinuses.
Well, you get a nice spice, right? You know what I'm saying? No.
Yeah, yeah, it's pretty enjoyable. I like it.
Yeah, I'm
Let me
glad you.
get some water.
Yeah, and it's $9.
Uh,
What are you doing?
getting some water.
Oh,
Oh shit! I forgot my coffee. I made a coffee and I forgot about it.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
He
Yeah,
was.
I got you, Jeremy.
Josh was lurking. He's lurking. Lurking. We had a lot of lurking today. Big, a big firm is here, but big firm was lurking. Josh,
Yeah, firm. Good to see you, bro.
yeah, I hope you're doing all right.
Yeah, I hope you're doing all right, man. Everything. We need that cigars, the updates, man. What
We don't
happened?
have it at the. I think he's taking a break. He's taking a sabbatical. You know,
uh,
that's what it is.
yeah,
Yeah. We said ruffles are the best. That's what it is.
yeah. So that's that's that.
When's your next vacation?
My next vacation, it's June. June. I think June 10th to June 19th.
Where you going?
That's the Alaska time.
Oh,
Fishing,
nice.
Alaska.
You got to be excited for that, huh?
Yeah, yeah. That's the yearly thing we do. So that's salmon season, baby.
Go by yourself or you go with the missus?
No, 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 Mrs. Mrs. doesn't like Alaska. She doesn't like cold. No, this is a guy. This is a guy thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this year it's gonna be so six of us, 6 people. So yeah, it's gonna be nice.
Dude, yeah, man, you're gonna have a good time.
Well, it's I mean, it's like it's and then it doesn't get dark in that time of the year.
Yeah.
It's like it's always light. The sun goes down about like 12 a.m.
Yeah.
The Koreans say, man, we have the cabin. I mean, hey, you want to come?
Yeah, he's running a special right now. 2 G's. 2 G's. He said.
We got two get cabins actually. Yeah, I mean, you're more than welcome, brother. That'll be pleasure, man. Over
So,
there, guys, like I like smoking cigars. We have like a campfire.
yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, sit there and the river right there. Like I mean, what else you can ask for?
Yeah.
Smoke
Gotta,
it away, baby.
gotta watch out for bear.
I mean, yeah. I mean, yeah. Whatever. It's
Yeah,
they don't come that far. You gotta watch out for the moose, man. There are more moose in that area than bear.
really.
Every time, I mean, you drive up the street, there is a moose. So moose are even more crazy than bears.
Yeah, that sounds dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, it's nice, but and then we go down to Homer for halibut fishing on the boat. Well, this year it's 6 of us, so we chartered our own boat. So,
Huh. You're gonna have a great time. You're gonna get a lot of fish.
well, yeah, I mean, lot of fish
Yeah.
and a lot of fishing.
Yeah, you're gonna have a good time, man. A good time.
And then, it's nice, bro. And then we do like fly out fishing.
Hmm.
Those small planes, they take you from like they land right in a lake.
Yeah.
So, what you call those anyway? Yeah, so we do one of that. It just takes you the lakes up in the mountains.
Yeah. I had an uncle. Not joking. I had a Chinese uncle that lived in Alaska.
Oh man, the place that we're renting from, they're Chinese.
Yeah, but he
You
was,
think this is your uncle?
but he was Chinese American though. He came to America, I think, in the 50s, and he was a doctor, and he lived in Alaska for a long time. And he he he, ma- he married my oh he,
Oh, this sound is killing me.
so my he died in Alaska. Died crashed
what city? Where Anchorage or?
in Barrow. He was up. You could Google the story. His name was Chuck Buck. Chuck Buck. Just type on Google Chuck Buck uh, Alaska plane crash. But yeah, the coordinates he got, he was low. He drove right into a fucking mountain.
Really?
Yeah, on a little Cessna. He died. Him and his wife.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, there. I mean, there are a lot of Cessna there. That's for sure.
But
That's
Alaska,
what they. That's what people. The bush plane.
yeah. But he was all the way in the top. I mean, he was up there. And he uh, he crashed. I mean, him and his new wife. He got remarried. And
Oh man. Oh, that's terrible.
but the first
Uh,
thing in my life was with my uncle Chuck. He came because he used to live in California, and he came. He used to come in the summertime, and with my aunt Jeannie, took me fly fishing. He bought me my fly fishing rod.
we shall give no quarter. Oh yeah. Well, yeah, I take fly fishing rod for salmon too.
Yeah,
But I mean, you just flick it. You don't do fly fishing per se, but
fly fishing's relaxed.
a lot of fun, man. Yeah, a
Yeah,
lot of fun.
you just relax. I never, but
What are fury?
Taco, I'm gonna go to bed.
Yeah, bro. I can. I can hardly hear you.
Yeah,
Here
that's
is
all right.
about
You're
you.
flexing. Flexing.
Yeah.
I'll see you guys around. All right.
You're done with your cigar?
Yeah, I'm going to bed, man. I'm gonna go rest my balls.
Oh yeah, man. You need to. Richie has feelings too, man. Richie is human.
All right.
All right, guys. Richie, take care, my friend.
Nobody.
Hey, good night, everyone.
Good night.
We'll talk to you later.
All right. Peace out.
Peace out.
Oh, hit the button.